What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Let's Play Diablo 3 as our Witch Doctor playthrough. I almost said League of Legends. Here's Hunter's Journal.
We are in agreement. Ghoul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Now, we are trying out these new spiders. They're called the Widowmaker, and they're actually kind of cool. I kind of like them a lot. Though, I'm not really in favor of our new ability, Ring of Poison. As cool as it is, I would like some sort of defensive item, where some sort of defensive spell where we hide in the back line. Replenishing Grasp and Champion Spoil. A lot of different areas to explore here in these caverns. The Forgotten Ruins is where we are.
The truth burns.
So many units. This is where the pool of poison does come in handy. From what I understand, this build is called the Zookeeper, and it's really kind of cool. Like, I really do feel like all of my abilities are coming from my animals and pets. Masterful Viper of the Black Widow. And those spiders sure are cool as well. Here's some gold. So we're finding Zoltan Kuhl's head. Now, unfortunately, I'm not really sure why we need that. From what I understand, he was some sort of wizard, and they decapitated his body, so I guess we're going to try to resurrect him. Would like to know what these orbs are. They're always flaming. It's probably just artwork. Oh, that was easy. Head of Zoltan Kuhl.
Not ready.
Okay, get the Zoltan Kuhl's head, and there's our exit.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Ghoul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Ghoul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not doomed.
So we have quite a bit of money. I'm guessing that these two link up. Yeah, we might find a chest. So talk to Adria in the hidden camp.
Your evil undoes you.
Has engaged a spine healer. Bloody guys. Now, I don't really see any chests, and that's obviously what we're looking for. Trying to get some additional items, trying to obviously salvage those items. We could go this way and that way. Using the Groping Eels, which is the Grasp of the Dead, and our Ring of Poison, it definitely does a lot of damage. And it's obviously something we need to keep in mind. It's so easy taking out a bunch of enemies. But I think I would rather sit in the back line with a different style of Wall of Death. You know, what I like about the Witch Doctor is there's obviously a lot of flavor. And it makes it really fun.
I strike at your heart.
Here is another chest. And a Defiant Ring of the Mind. When it says mind, I assume intelligence. Yes. Reduces the duration of controlling impairing effects. I think I will grab that. Doesn't really have that much more intelligence, but we are going to do more damage, which is kind of nice as well. And all we have is one last chamber to explore, and then we will head back to the hidden camp. Here's a chest and a Kane's Lost Sapphire. Obviously, it was a very good idea to go exploring, finding some lore.
Bale was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Bale, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Ariat. The heroes killed Bale shortly afterward.
I need to go back.
We're receiving all of this lore from Diablo 1 and 2, so it makes me wonder about the storyline.
You won't be disappointed.
We obviously need the topaz, though we don't have anything it can equip. Ah, yes we do. This can be sold. I guess we'll take the vitality. Actually, let's salvage what we can.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
That's kind of cool.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
Now, I don't think we're going to get anything exciting other than Veiled Crystals and, you know, obviously the Arcane Dust. Do we need to upgrade? Not until level 35, so I don't think we need to do it yet. While we're here, let's take a look at our items. Level 26, let's find our weakest item. Level 26, level 26, level 23. So this is our weakest, almost 9 levels farther down. Let's go ahead and unlock a new chest item. Okay, level 31, 4 random properties. Anything with intelligence and vitality we are going to equip. That is not what we need. Is this the same? 66, 84. And now we're out of Veiled Crystals. Well then. You know, it has more health, but I don't need that. Now that I've wasted money and a lot of resources. But I guess that's all in the, you know, the nature of the game. It's chance.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last 2 Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Fate is whimsical.
Replenishing Viper of the Black Widow. Mana regeneration and corpse spider damage, which we don't need.
I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
This is madness. You must know he will betray us.
Now, I still have the Blackrock Ledger page 4. I don't know what to do with this, so I guess I'm going to stash it in our bank. And I also have a bow that we don't need. And a bunch of gems we don't really need either. So let's sell everything except for the purple ones.
There is no way.
Ah, yes, we have to go to a merchant. And we didn't really get much money. 2,671 for all of those gems. Forgotten Ruins, making our way. That is not where we needed to go.
Back.
Actually, I wonder... You know what? This might be the same way to, you know, keep everything explored on our map. I didn't really realize that. So, you know, obviously we'll have to test this out. But whenever you go back to base, I always use the waypoint. So I'm assuming maybe that resets everything. Hopefully not, though. Haha! And we found another waypoint. Let's make our way over. That's really neat. I was not expecting that. You know, every time I would just load a new waypoint and then everything would be, you know, the same. But you'd have to explore everything again. Everything would have this black mist, as we see here. Well, we obviously know where we need to go because we've already defeated the boss. And I do enjoy these new spiders. Ah, Ashangu.
Needs more time.
I am your destruction!
Leah does a lot of damage, too. Got a very cool bow.
I want more time to explore the great library of Chaldean when this is all over.
When you speak so, you remind me of your uncle.
Maybe. But they've got to have books on the Black Soul Stone and Asmodan. Something that will help me understand his theories.
Enter the ancient waterway and the Dalgor Oasis. I'm wondering if this was open before. Obviously not.
I can open this gate for you.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, Western Flow.
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Cool's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Okay, so we gotta go to both levers, or levers. He's got me talking like that. So, you know, from what I'm assuming, this is going to be our second door. Eastern and Western. We're gonna do the Western first.
The spirits are unsettled in this place. They warn me of coming danger.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldean is under siege.
Does he command all of these demons to serve him?
Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
Do you believe that?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
He was a great man.
I want this satchel, but I don't know if I picked it up. I don't think I did.
Bale was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Bale, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Ariat. The heroes killed Bale shortly afterward.
Well, I'm not sure we got to pick up that Hunter's Journal, though I'm sure we'll find more. From what I've experienced, especially in the first act, there were about 5 different dialects, or better yet, lecterns, and, you know, there were like 6 or 7 that we were able to find, or like at least pick up, so that way we automatically would have all 5 pieces. So very cool, I guess. About to be level 34, we're looking for the Western Flow control lever. Ah, another pool of reflection. I do like that very much. Which means we're most likely going to be getting to our next level 34 very soon, possibly this episode.
Your evil undoes you. Need more time.
A worthy opponent.
The enemies seem to be getting a little harder.
With Uncle Deckard, even though it did have its dangers. I can't tell you how many times I had to drag him away from an army of skeletons because he was fixated on some dusty old tapestry.
Well, we could go down here. I'm guessing this is just like an L. Support beam.
Needs more time.
Wormwood the Doomed has dropped me an Amazonian Defiance. I'm guessing that's a shield. No, bracers with more intelligence and vitality. Looks like we found a chest as well, and obviously there is the western lever. Do I want to explore down here? Yes, I do. See how far this really goes. It looks like it continues on and on. With those groping eels and the ring of poison. Oh my goodness. Here's a chest. Maybe it was worth my time. And we're almost actually at level 34. I know I said it would be this episode, but I didn't think it'd be a minute later. A dead iron wolf. Other than the chest, I was expecting some lore. Probably 1 or 2 more kills and we will be level 34. And there's no doubt going to be a boss by the lever. Or maybe not. Looks like we're going down another level.
That's 1 lever down.
Well, there's the eastern channel. Well, I kind of want to explore, but I guess we don't need to.
The light still guides us, even in the darkest of places. The mighty adversary is before us.
Level 34, Chain of Exile. Getting more intelligence and vitality. The Face of Death by the Horrify rune. And Mass Confusion Devolution.
Need more time.
Fetish Ambush. People falling from the ceiling. Now my number 1 goal would be to obviously get my new Wall of Death. But you know, I think that's gonna cost me a lot of damage.
If you want to know the truth of the city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
So Chaldea is infested with demons and smells of rot. Needs more time.
And built on secrets.
Noxious Guardians.
Not ready yet.
And a satchel.
The Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dulgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
Fallen peons. You know, I'm willing to bet that, you know, it can't be that much further. Oh, okay. Eastern Flow Control. Well, that was easy. A hidden door.
That passage should lead to the desolate sands.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
You would do better.
You shall see when we get to my archives.
I can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. Really, it's quite uncomfortable in here.
It reminds me of Mulan. Diseased bodies.
Are you dead? Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monster? Oh, say yes if you are.
Covetous Shin.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you.
Okay. Find the crucible in the hidden aqueducts.
Rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
That is an odd name.
Oh, do you think so? I often wondered about that.
Okay.
I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me open here and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
Old one, this is no place for you. Are you not afraid to die?
Why should I do something I've never done? It could be interesting.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at death. Bases don't seem to have any type of additional items or coins. And you know what? I'm hoping that we can get to level 35 sometime in this episode. Then I could really try out that new ability.
What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
Well, I'm guessing that Covetous Shen was probably annoying, and that's why he was, you know, thrown down the river to die. Or thrown into the aqueduct, sealed into a barrel.
Now, I wonder where my young guy got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Hello. He must still be around here also, or perhaps he got lost? No, we're not lost, are we?
And I may go ahead, as cool as these spiders are, I'm not sure they're needed. Haha! Pool of reflection. Absolutely going to be putting that to good use.
You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
Okay, find the crucible and the hidden aqueduct.
It's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. The crucible should be safe. Pick it up. Pick it up. Poor man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewel fragments. Well, you know, I've been searching for a certain jewel for a long, long time. I'm in no rush. But maybe if I go with you, I'll find it just like I found this crucible. May I come with you on your journey and make glorious jewelry for you?
That would be useful. Now let us leave this place.
Oh, the way out is just a little farther. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
So, obviously there was a jewel crafter, but I thought it would be a little bit more glamorous than that. You know, finally having the ability to either purchase topazes or, construct them might be useful. Ancient path.
You go on ahead. I'm going back to town.
Okay, get the blood of Zoltan Kuhl from the Cave of the Betrayer.
I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet. Yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
I feel no such temptation, Zoltan Kuhl. Look where your desires have gotten you.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Okay, I feel like this, releasing this wizard or this mage is going to be pretty, a bad idea. And actually,
my archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Horadrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the keys.
I love the new artwork.
We, the Zakaru, have endeavored to make Chaldeum a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die, with nothing but the clothes on their backs. In thousands of years of records, I cannot find a single account of a prisoner surviving exile to the desolate sands. The wastes are littered with bones that have been picked dry by the endlessly circling bloodhogs or desperate Lakuni. Those who die there meet their end without the sanctity of the light.
Well, we found some very, very powerful
During
legendary
the Mage
gloves.
Clan Wars, the Viscerai summoned giant demons to guard their estates. After years of patrolling the desert sands, the demons' hides became thick as stone and caked with grit. In the end, they have outlived their masters. Now, only the glowing runes on their skulls belie their true origins.
My mother told me not to join the Major's army. I should have listened. In the morning, they're sending the infantry against the Vigerai. I don't know how we're supposed to survive. Maybe we're not. It's so beautiful here. Maybe if I hid in the trees, they wouldn't notice I was gone.
And Socketed Timber, Axe of Starlight, Veiled Crystal, and the Crusaders Part 7.
Rumors swirl that the Crusaders have returned, and that they need to go to the west. But who are these all-blonde warriors? They look nothing like the Crusaders who set out from Travincal 200 years ago. And those who inhabit the ruins of that ancient city suspect the truth.
Flawless Diamond, Ring of the Mind. We are very, very close to finally reaching level 35. I'm hoping we make it in time. Another chest.
You die!
I can feel my blood nearby. They hid some of it beyond this portal.
And I do want to go ahead and get to level 35 before we make our way inside. Clever Sacrifice Blade and a Magic Scar. Almost there, maybe a few more kills, and a Ceaseless Skull Crusher.
I need more time.
Level 35.
Stronger within.
Lingering Spirit has been unlocked, and absolutely what I wanted was the Wall of Zombies. So let's go ahead, no rune right now. We're gonna see how many zombies this makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, you know, it's not too bad. It's definitely the 7, but it's obviously a little bit longer. Which, don't get me wrong, is fairly useful. It's about 50% longer. Maybe a little bit less, but, you know, I absolutely do like it a lot. And I suppose before we get too far away, we might as well make our way over to find the blood and the... I guess there's 2 bloods. Vault of the Assassin and Vault of the Betrayer. I was assuming it'd be like blood in the body or blood in the remains or something like that. Well, I guess we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.